Good day, welcome to Multi-Net Design. In the continuation of our Las Vegas building that we are working on, in this particular episode, we are going to still continue with the elevation by creating and still revolving around this. So I remember that I've not created the plinth, so that's what I want to do first. And I remember that on ground floor there is no staircase that connects them, so I'm going to create that as well. So for first, what we need to do is to select all instance in this view. So select all instance, then say copy to clipboard, then say align to selected level. So I'm going to do level foundation, which I'm going to paste. So we go back to the foundation where that thing is laid. Now what we do as our normal something, so you go there and change the variety by typing 800. So to come down, yes, say delete all instance, because all those windows that are not relevant are going to be deleted. So all those other ones that are there, just select and say select all instance in this view. Then you say delete. So it's the same thing to the door. Select all instance in this view and delete them. Select all instance in this view and delete them. So the same thing here, delete completely, we don't need it. So here we have what we need to have. So but now there's an issue, this part we don't know what to do to them. So you're going to use because you cannot use glass on the underground. So what you do, you say reflect ground floor plan. So you select this and use it to create whatsoever you want to create. So you say like this, connect. So you finish it, go back to 3D, press escape, go back to 3D and see the work of your hand. So this is what you have done. So here now, let me just return it back here because good. So spread it. So that is closed. So this is the absolute design that we have for now, and we are still working and developing it consistently and continuously. So what do we need to do? Let me quickly go and create the staircase at this level. So creating the staircase of this is a simple thing to do because this is an open place that you need to work on. And you say select architecture, go to stair. So you have two options to do, either to do it in this way or other way around. So more for me, I'm going to select that, okay, I want to create me by sketching it by myself, and that is what I want to do. So you know the staircase, the pattern in which it flow. So you first look at the upper floor. How do you stand? This is the way the voice is. So where do we put our stairs? Are we going to allow it to align with this and give obstruction, cause obstruction to this, or it goes this way, or it should do spiral so that everybody will be able to maneuver themselves around it? All depends on the choice of the kind of client you want, the way you want. You see when you go there and the way you see the whole environment. So for now, I'm going to do it in this way. So select first the riser. That's where I want to start the work from. I'm selecting the riser, creating it from so the moment you enter here, you should be able to see your staircase and start working from there. So this is what I'm selecting. To put it there. So you start this and type 300 offset. I think you're done with that. So select this one again. My boundary I still want stair. So select from here. I want you to push it a little bit out. Select this, so 1000. Good. So put 1000 there. It's a big house, so the staircase should not be something of so 1 2 3 you calculate, then you do the same thing here. You can push this one back a bit. So now you calculate, say riser again, then you put offset 300, keep doing it. So you are going to create temporary to view what we have done here. So I'm selecting this. I first push it to the wall. This is act of construction. So you push it to the wall, then you offset it by 1000 backward, so that you have that 1000 square meter in place. So here now you do the next thing. You press the riser, then continue creating till you get now. So these are the things you need to do and understand fully. So this is 1000, this is 1000. So I'm still going to, like, during the boundary aspect, I'm going to do that. So let's say offset again, continue to offset, continue to offset, and continue. So you leave it like this, let it be. So click on boundary, that you need to close them up completely. So I'm selecting my boundary because exact 1000 I want them to be. So this one that have an issue with 1000, so just need to do what? Offset it by typing 1000. So offset this one. Wherever it stops, you use a trim extension to finish off the whole system. So select it, everything at once. It will close. So what do you need to do? Follow the boundary aspect again. Click and close it. So that's it. So what else you do here now is to close this boundary up and close it. So the parts, if you finish it like this, it's not going to give you anything because it's just a flat something, but you need to select the part in which you follow. Let me just give you the idea of what I'm saying. You can imagine. So when you see this one, they say cannot finish sketch part is not what is not passed through it. So what you need to do is to continue. Now the part you need to select, where are they starting from? Starting from here, stop here, move on to this point, and then come back here. The part is selected and everything is set. This is the raised staircase now, so go from here and float up. So it does not matter that this is accurate, but you still need to use elevation, sectional marker to check whether what you have done here is absolutely right or not. So you click finish. So you select, if you can select again, just like changing the kind of. So I'm selecting monolithic staircase. That's what I used to like using in Revit. Every other one that is there. So what do you do now is select this the section, then you check whether it's meets up with the requirement to the last level of the staircase. So you can see that this one is more higher and higher than what we are expecting. So what should we do? We are going to be reducing them one after the other. So the first is that maybe we're going to reduce this at the upper level. So that is what we're going to do. So how many do we remove now? We remove 1, 2, 3. So select and say edit stair. So go to the foundation, click here, double click on it to go to the, so you remove the first 3 line. 3. So what do you do? Do the same way and then finish it and see what we have. So go back to the section that was created and see. Now it clicks. So that is what that symbolizes. Go back to this. Bring your. You can just leave the door in this way. But here we have an issue. The issue is that this one is under the staircase. So I'm going to change the position right up. So this door is coming here. It's coming here straight up. So if I have it there here, I can decide to manipulate by changing my stair the way I want it to be. So what do I mean by that? So click on this one and say duplicate it. Let's another section that faces. Go to view. So we have another section that faces this place. So if I want my stairs to start from this side, I can do it. If I want it to start from another side, I will do that. So select this one now. I want it to start from another side. So go back here and you say flip. So when you go back to the 3D, the second section, you see it's moved from here and start to this point. So that is how you manipulate things, that's how you change things. So I would prefer itself coming from here and landed at the top of the bar. So go to the level 2 and see where the staircase lands. So this is where the staircase lands, and this is where I want to edit my boundary through again. So I'm selecting this from here. So I'm going to prefer this second one, flipping side to that one. So I'm selecting the boundary here, I'm pushing it around here, and I will say finish. So what I do here now is that I bring it to this position. So if you climb from here, you come here and land here, I enter into the room straight or enter into the gallery. So go back to that section and see whether the roof edge can touch you. Select this and see whether you have the maximum. Good. It's not going to, there's no way anyone can have such heights to be touching this edge in this way. So I think we are done with this completely. This is 2 meter complete. I cannot see who of such except they are basketballer, and the owner of this house is never a basketballer. So if you have a basketballer as a client who decide this, just do it on your own. Use your own initiative to create it. So we delete this elevation because they are no more useful for us. Section, because they are no more useful. So now let's go back to the elevation and see what we've done in that area. So this is the elevation. Now we want to work on little things. So I'm going to create coping around these two sides. Let's go. Select 3D. No, let me use 3D. Let me use 2D completely. It's more better that way. Components and the same model in place. So use placement work to judge that. And we say okay for that. So the next thing we do is to use sweep, and then we draw this as a sketch part. So finish. Good. So you click finish, then select the profile, and it's going to take you to the elevation. What is the issue? So start elevation will be the points of using. Then we go back there and start your projects completely. So I'm going to do a little bit work of the fit here. So I'm going to make sure that thick line is being destroyed temporarily. So I will have this. So gotta leave it this way. So that is what I want to put here. Very good. Absolute. So this is what I have here. So I can now decide to change it. The color, I'm still going to select pure white, as you all know. So pure white for myself, I'm using that particular color. So here is it. So you can decide to edit it. So I'm going to mirror it this time around so that I'll be able to use it in another side. So I've mirrored that and say editing sweep. So click here and say, so go to the elevation, level 2. And then you align it to where it's supposed to be aligned. So extend this. I think we're done. Then we finish this position up, and you get the beautiful part of the elevation on this. So click finish and then go back to your 3D. And see that these are coming out one after the other. So these are the details of this. So click here Now I have issue with all these doors, window and things like that, so I'm going to change all this thing to white immediately now. So select this and say edit. So edit, I'm going to work on the SAS, so that's where the whole issue lies. So select this and change this to SAS1. So go back here to this one to change it to SAS1. Okay, go to this one too and change it to what? SAS1. And say okay. So click finish. Good. So the whole aspect is now turned to normal color. It's not giving us irrelevancy to what we have. So this is done. The next thing is to work on bringing the details of the site little by little before we conclude this beautification of the whole design, because we are not going to finish the whole elevation first before we have to move to the next thing, and this we are working on the site in the next tutorial to begin to build a organic design for our own use. So thanks for watching. We'll be able to do the staircase, and here we are with the 3D entirely. So thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial. God bless you.